Very good morning students. Welcome back to second year physics. So in the previous class actually we discussed about a related to photoelectric effect. See, the photoelectric effect is nothing but there is a sufficient energy incident on the metal surfaces. From the metal surfaces there it is to be electrons are liberated. The liberated electron is nothing but a photoelectron and the phenomena related to photoelectric effect usually. And here there are some important statement also we discussed in the previous class related to the work function, we know, as well as the threshold frequency, as well as the threshold wavelength, like that we finished in the previous class. Let us, there is another one is there is a about a Einstein photoelectric equation. See, actually Einstein is verified and he conducted one experiment on the basis of photoelectric effect. That means when there is a sufficient energy incident on the metal surfaces, therefore what happens, there will be some energy utilizes, some part of energy can be utilizes to liberate the electron. That's what, see, when sufficient energy given, suppose you take one metal surface, there will be some sufficient energy incident. E is equal to, we can call h nu is the sufficient energy, because see, for different metals different energies are required. That's what I mean to say, different metals for different energies are required. So there is one metal is used, the metal is contains a free electrons, so that there is a threshold energy, or we can also call it as a incident energy, photon of energy. Then therefore some part of energy, out of this some part of energy utilized to liberate the electron. It is utilized to liberate the electron. See, in this some part is to be uses the liberate the electron, and remain part is to be converted as the kinetic energy, because after liberating that electron must be come out from the metal. So there it is to be some energy required, that is in the form of a kinetic energy, so that some part of energy is to be converted as kinetic energy. That means the energy incident is utilized in a two ways. One is to liberate, that we can say work done, work function we can call. There is a minimum energy required, no, that's what here we can say there is a minimum is required which is used to liberate the electron. So that the energy we can write as, we can say work function as well as the kinetic energy. So work function is nothing but we can write as W naught and K, or we can also say some books it is given as like this. Sir, what is work function? Of course we know the work function is nothing but we can say H nu naught. So that here you write E is nothing but a H nu, and here H nu is equal to H nu naught plus kinetic energy. You write as K, so that K is equal to, better you bring this H nu minus H nu naught. Of course, this is a one expression. From this we can also take it is H nu minus nu naught. Nu is nothing but incident frequency. Nu naught is nothing but a threshold, it is threshold. There is a minimum frequency is required. Threshold it is. Frequency, right, which we can say like threshold frequency. Now come to the point is, here it is like K is equal to kinetic energy, no, here also we can write K is equal to half mv square, of course half mv square is equal to H into nu minus nu naught. This is one expression. As well as we can also take EV naught, that is the stopping potential. Already we know about a stopping potential also. So here it is V naught is equal to H by E into nu minus nu naught. See, like we have for different expressions related to the photoelectric equation, photoelectric, Einstein's photoelectric equation, right. From this we can also write from here it is, or else here from V naught is equal to H by E into, see, instead of nu, that is the frequency, C by lambda naught. One is C by lambda, nu naught is C by lambda naught is another one. So better you write here, nu is nothing but a C by lambda is one, C by lambda naught is another one. So it is H E into C by 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. So this is all related to what it is? Einstein photoelectric equations. Einstein's photoelectric equations. Clear, no? Because this all undercomes a Einstein photoelectric equations. So your work function we know, that is the minimum energy required, and your threshold frequency also we know, the minimum frequency of radiation is required. Threshold frequency, minimum frequency which a electron is liberated. So less than minimum frequency and greater than minimum frequency, it's not possible to liberate, right? That is the one issue. And yeah, as well as we know, threshold wavelength, lambda naught, and it is a incident wavelength. This is the lambda naught is nothing but a threshold wavelength, and lambda is nothing but it is a incident wavelength. So that here also we can say there also minimum wavelength is required to liberate the electron. So this all undercomes a what it is? Einstein's photoelectric equation. Is it clear, no? So that it is about a Einstein photoelectric equations. Now come to the point. On this basis I want to say some important informations are there on the basis of this Einstein's photoelectric equation, right? Here some cases, that's what I want to say. Suppose there will be a work function, it is depends on first one, nature of metal, because for different metals different work functions are required, because different metals there will be a energy is required different, no? So that based on that work function depend on pure metals, which metal we are using. This is the first point. And coming to the next point, in case of this, see, it is independent on the frequency and incident intensity radiation, frequency and intensity of radiation, here photoelectric effect is. And here in case of a nu naught, that is we can, so we know threshold frequency, and a nu is nothing but incident frequency. In this case, suppose first case I want to say, suppose here you take here nu is greater than nu naught. That means your threshold frequency it is, and it is an incident frequency. When incident frequency is greater than threshold frequency, sir, then what will happen? What will happen here? Here is the thing is, there will be a photoelectric effect takes place, of course. Photoelectric effect takes place because here the incident is greater than the required, no? Incident is greater than the required. It is more we are giving, no? Definitely there will be a photoelectrons are liberated. It is a photoelectric effect takes place, as well as the electrons also it is emitted. Electrons is emitted, right? Electron is emitted from the given metal surface because of the incident frequency is greater than the required frequency. And here as well as with the finite kinetic energy, there will be a with finite kinetic energy. This is what we can say when nu greater than nu naught. As well as kinetic energy we can also write as h into nu minus nu naught here, when the case is nu is greater than nu naught. Suppose I want to say second case, if nu is equal to nu naught is equal to nu, that is the required frequency is equal to incident frequency. See, there is a metal is required this, and as well as we are also giving the same frequency. Therefore what happens? Yes, of course here a photoelectric effect takes place. Electric effect, yes, effect takes place, first one. And here photoelectrons are emitted. Photoelectrons emitted it is. And here third one, here actually kinetic energy is equal to 0 because it is required is same, no? There will be the energy given which is to be utilized to liberate only. Completely it is uses to liberate the electron. So that there will be a maybe kinetic energy, sometimes it is maybe 0. And here third case if I go, that is about a nu is less than nu naught. That means required is less than the required is required it is less, no? So incident is less than the frequency of threshold. So that there will be what happens? Is there any photoelectric effect takes place? No no photoelectric effect takes place. And here come to the point. So when there is no photoelectric effect, so all the emitted photoelectrons have different kinetic energy. That emitted electrons or a different kinetic energy, and within the given a region only, in that metals only, in a given a metal only, that emitted electrons is moves from one place to another place, and the range of kinetic energy, frequency of incident range, right? And the nature of metals, it is also nature of metals, nature of incident radiation, kinetic energy independent of the incident radiation. That's what we can say. There are three cases. Nu is greater than nu naught, nu is equal, nu naught is equal to nu, and nu less than nu naught. So this is related to what we can say for the photoelectric effect, right? Clear now? So come to the point is, these are the situations and related to the based on the Einstein photoelectric equation. Let us, on this basis, again I will explain you one graph. Here we will see the graph related to the same Einstein photoelectric equation. So we know the expression is, which is the given is h nu is equal to, or else E is equal to work function plus kinetic energy. In this it is h nu and is a work function h nu naught, you write, and here E v naught. Now related to this, now here we need to draw a graph that is it is in the form, look at here, this is E v naught is equal to h nu naught minus E v naught, h if I take, or h nu naught minus h nu. So v naught is equal to h nu naught by E minus h nu by it is nu naught and nu naught by E. This is about a stopping potential. Now here let us, I want to say nu naught is equal, v naught is equal to h by E into nu minus h by E into nu naught. See, which is in the form of a y is equal to mx plus c. Again this is represented as y is equal to mx minus c, because there will be a negative, no? Again, which is in the form of a what? It is a general expression, we can say represented as to be like this. So that in this y is equal to mx minus c graph is represented, I will show you. It is x, it is a y, there it is a minus, no? So it represented in the negative y axis. So intercept must be negative, but there will be a positive slope and positive x intercept is there. So that you write a like, this is, we can say, positive x intercept with positive slope, because there will be a positive is there, no? This is, we can say, slope of the graph, and which making an angle theta. Got my point? Negative y intercept, yes, this is, you say, see, this is, we can call negative y intercept, and there will be a slope is positive, no? Yes, you take a positive slope, and by using this, see, we can also draw the graph by using this. Here it is for x intercept, you write as it is we can take nu, and here it is v naught is taken similar way, and c is nothing but this is, we can say, h nu naught, and in this case the slope will be, what happens, it is slope is equal to, this is a slope, no? You write as it is h by E, in the both it is there, and it is v naught, and here it is, you take a nu naught. So this is represented as nu naught because it is the slope of the graph. Suppose for x intercept, I want to say for x intercept, see, if it is an x intercept, y is equal to, what happens, 0. Now you make y is 0, no? In this case 0 is equal to, because there is a v is 0 or v naught is 0, stopping potential is 0, therefore h by E into nu minus h by E into nu naught. Therefore you take h by E, nu is equal to minus h by E nu naught. Here also minus, this cancel, nu is equal to nu naught when For x intercept it is. When for it is x intercept. Sir, what about y intercept? Of course, you look at the y intercept also. For the same graph, if we take a y intercept, so there will be a second case for y intercept. That is, for y intercept x is equal to 0. Better you put 0, that is x is equal to 0. No? In that case, what happens? There will be a nu naught is equal to h, that y intercept is 0. No? This one is x intercept is 0. No? Therefore, you write it is minus h by e into nu naught. So, v naught is equal to h by nu naught by e minus. So, h by nu naught is equal to, we can write as a work function, so that minus w by e. Like it is, we can take. So, these are the y intercept and as well as the x intercept, which is related to about a photoelectric equations. Right? Based on this, so it is about an expression for both y intercept and as well as the x intercept. Clear? Now, let us. On this basis, let us we have some applications on the basis of photoelectric effect. That I will explain you on the basis of photoelectric effect. See, there are some uses are there. Sir, what are uses? See, first use, by using a photoelectric effect, we can use as the photocells. We can use as the photocells. That is, in that photocells, one we can say photoconductive cell, one more we can say photovoltaic cell. Photoconductive, and one more is we can say photoemissive cell. Now, photoelectric cells, actually we can say like photoelectric cells, see a device which can be used to convert light energy into electrical energy. That can be converted as the light energy into electrical energy. That is, we can call photoelectric cells. Photoelectric cells. See, photoelectric cells is nothing but a, usually we can say like it is a device which can be converts the light energy into electric energy. So that it is we can say photoelectric cells. In this case, in case of a photoelectric cells, see we have that there will be photoelectric cells. One is a photoemissive cell. Sir, what will be the photoemissive cell? See, I will explain you about a photoemissive cell. Photoemissive cells. So, photoemissive cells are nothing but a, which is consist of, here it is, the cell is based on the fact that electrons emitted from the photosensitive surface. So, this is the device based on the fact which is emitted by the photosensitive or photoconductive, or we can say photometal plate. Suppose the diagram, I will show you the photoemissive cell, which is consist of a two metal plates, like it is a one metal, we can call as the cathode. Cathode is consist of a number of free electrons. One more we can say anode, it is an anode we can say. This is we can say cathode, right? And these two are connected like to be like this, and it is to be connected to the batteries, right? This is along with the resistance, and there will be a galvanometer like, right? So that there will be a, it is placed in the one chamber, very simple it is. Now, so there will be one window is there, right? So that by using the window, so that there will be a battery of potential increases, then therefore from the metal, it is a metal, no? From the metal the electron is liberated electron which moves towards a anode. Like there will be a sufficient energy is given, that due to the sufficient energy that electrons are liberated from the metal surface, and that electrons is moves towards a anode, because anode is a positive potential. Anode is the positive potential, so that electrons is moves towards a anode, therefore the potential is increases, and the galvanometer shows us some current, because here photoemissive, no, because of electrons are emitted, the emitted electron is moves towards a anode, therefore there will be a current shows in the galvanometer, there will be a current flow in the given cell. That's what we can call photoemissive. It is photoemissive, that's it is we can call as the photoemissive cell. usually from photoemissive cells. Here it is, we can say for this case photoemissive cells, there are again two types of photo cells are there. One we can say photoconductive cell, one more we can say photovoltaic. See, photoconductive is nothing but the electrical resistance of a semiconductor decreases with increasing the intensity of light. Remember it is, right? Like it is, we can say the electrical resistance of a semiconductor decreases with the increase of intensity. This is one. And photovoltaic cell, see it is different from the photoelectric cells. Respect to the external battery is used. Here we should use a battery. We should use a battery for the photovoltaic cells. So that this under comes a what it is, photoelectric cells. And here usually applications of photoelectric cells are we are using in first use is it is an automatic switches. See for the street lights. For a street light they are using this automatic switches. That will be, we can say, because of the photoelectric cells only. Not only that, we are also using the alarms. Like in a fire stations they are using, in an industries they are using this photo cells. And not only that, we are also using these photo cells like a open and closed doors, open and closed automatic doors. There also we are using the photo cells. Also not only that, we can also use the control the temperatures and chemical reactions also. Photo cells can be used. Photo cells can be also used in automatic counting. See the part of manufacture by a machine or the number of person entering into a room. In our shopping malls we can see there it is to be, there will be a one counting machine will be there. So that is there also photo cells are there, that is to be used to count the number. Like photo cells are used in obtaining the electrical energy from the sunlight during the space travel. See, when space travel, like we are using we are sending the satellites into the space, there it is to be photo cells can be used, because the photo cells can be used to receives the sunlight in a space travel. So that there also it is converted as electrical energy, or sunlight is converted into electrical energy. So that these are the photo cells which can be used in our photoelectric effect. So it is a one use for the photoelectric effect. Clear? This is about today's class, and we'll see in the next class. Thank you very much.